Hello, everybody. We're back with another episode of Podclass. Today we got a more sports center episode. I'm here with
Tavares Deems.
Coach Smith, Coach Chev.
All right. So yesterday we beat Northwest Classen. Good game. We got this guy right here. Great coach right here. This Friday we're opening up our rivalry game against Eisenhower, actually his former team, and his first season, his first rivalry game. How you feel coming in?
Oh, man, I like rivalry games. They're fun, energetic. I like energetic games, kind of like the one last night. I understand the rivalry here is pretty much intense, so, ready to embrace it, welcome it in.
Yes, sir. How you feel about playing against your former team?
It's a rivalry, but not really, it's kind of slight. Finna get handed Medevskis,
So what impact do you hope to make this year that you haven't already started?
Community-based, team-oriented. Really want to create a community. So not only just with the basketball team, but with just the school in general, to kind of understand that we are, we're family first. Then we kind of that's what makes us strong. And I kind of wanted to create a brotherhood, not only just for the high school, but even my Central Cougars too. I want them guys to kind of understand they want to be a part of the brotherhood and start something that can kind of keep going for years and years.
All right, so what do you think that we have as a team and, like you said, brotherhood that Ike doesn't?
You kind of said it, brotherhood. We trust and believe in each other. I ain't really too familiar with them. I've seen a little bit of them, played in my high school, so they ain't really my best friends or nothing like that. But, I just think we have a very, very strong bond. I think that's what trumps a lot of things as far as skill, but we really trust and believe and love each other. So I think that kind of gives us a little bit of power over everybody else.
All right, so we got a kind of biased question. Obviously, you're playing for the team, but what do you think the score is going to be?
If we come out and play how we play, 30+. But if we come out, slow and not playing together, then it'll be a close game.
And how do you think this season's going to go? Based off of yesterday and coming in on Friday, how do you think it's going to go?
We're going to have a good season. I feel like we have a great chance to, go win that gold ball and, prove that we can do it.
All right, so who do you think is the most underrated player on the Lawton High team? Could be JV, varsity.
I feel like it's me.
Like it's you?
Me.
Yes,
Sir.
Good one. It's a good one. An underrated player
Yeah, underrated player.
on the team.
And
I feel like he's still in the microwave, but I would say probably underrated. Man, that's a good one. That's a really good one.
there's so many of us.
I don't know. I can't.
It's so many
It's a
of us.
couple of them,
Yeah.
because some of them are still like I call them. They in the microwave. They in the oven still. They still cooking.
They ain't done.
Done yet. Like Ant's still in the oven. He got Spurs. That's number 10. We got one that's injured right now. Well, he's not injured, but he's recovering. He's probably like 75, 80%. We got Champ. He's still young. We got K Dizzle. K Dizzle's really underrated when he plays confident. That's KD. That's Nikhil Adams. When he plays confident, he's a very, very good kid. He shows a lot of spurts, a lot of athleticism. But it's a confidence thing. They all in the oven, man. They just cooking.
I'll probably get that underrated to Corey Barnes.
Corey Barnes.
Yeah,
That's
CB.
probably my
CB.
favorite player to watch.
CB is a gnat, man. He's annoying. But I like the annoyance on my team.
Seems like anywhere the ball is, he's there.
Yeah, you got playing against him, it irritates you. Like, he'll make you
Full court press.
I would
He
say
get
it irritates you,
rebounds,
man.
steals, everything.
He do everything without scoring. And so, like, it's not going to be really a loud performance, but it affects the game. And when you look at the stat sheet, he's fielded. He's just not – you don't see a whole bunch of ooh-ahs plays, you know what I mean? So, like, he affects the game, though, dramatically.
He's a good role player.
Facts. Role start. He's the leader of our defense. He's the one that kind of dictates the tempo of the team, how aggressive we're going to be. He's working on being more vocal. That's something new to him. I guess last year's role was a little bit undermined or little. So now this year he has a bigger role. He's trying to step into it, which I think he'll get it over time. Like, we don't got to be the best right now. Like, I don't want us to be the best right now.
Were you able to watch the girls' game? So not just as a boys coach, but as a basketball coach, what did you like from the girls?
Well, they competed. That's one thing. They competed. They didn't lay down. I don't know how last year went, but I'm hearing things wasn't that good. But they competed. And that's really what matters most. I don't really get caught up in wins and losses. Losses I don't want to lose, but it's kind of how you take a loss.
There's good losses and bad losses.
Yeah, you're gonna learn from it, and you can't be perfect. So as long as you compete and go out there putting a fight up, which I did see, I can live with that. I think they'll be okay. They'll have some games where they're gonna have some challenges. Like they got some challenges coming up.
And one thing I seen that was kind of the same was the full court press.
Mm-hmm.
It was so many steals on the girls' game, so many steals on the boys' game that just affected the whole game because if they can't get the ball on the other side of the court, that's why they ain't score as much.
One thing the girls do, I don't know if nobody knows here, but a lot of times they'll kind of sit and watch our practices and, kind of take stuff from us and we help them out. We just try to keep it a brother-sister thing, So just as much as I want the boys to be successful, I would like the girls to be successful. Really, I want all the programs to be successful.
All right, you got anything you want to say before the game?
No, not really.
It's already been said?
Yeah, get it done.
Are you got anything to say?
Me? I say it like this. I think everybody down here in Lawton be caught up in city championships. Yeah, like that's the thing down here. That's cool. That's cute.
Look at that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cute.
That's automatic.
But we think bigger than that.
Yeah.
So when I say this humbly, that city championship is coming home. So they might as well just go ahead and hand that over.
It's not even a question.
Nah, well, we don't even worry about that though. That's not even a conversation. We don't even talk about that.
We passed that.
We've never had a city championship conversation. Never in basketball. We've never had a city championship. That's never even been on the board. It's never been a goal.
You didn't even think about it.
Nah.
It's just already there. It's already on the shelf.
Your crown is on your head, right? Okay. Ain't nothing to talk about.
Any closing remarks?
I'll see you Friday. How you
All
black on? How you black on?
All right, blackout theme.
Don't get scared.
Hey, is Westmore, we home next week?
Nah, we got Westmore down there. Man, I heard Westmore did them bad too. So even though we're rivals on Friday, don't worry about it. We got your lick back.
We got
We brothers when we ain't playing each other, but
we rivals, but it's still
rivals
it's
when
still
we play.
the L.
Yeah, we play each other.
It's
We
still the
rivals,
L.
but it's still Lawton, and I don't like the way it did y'all. So we got your lick back next week.
All right, we got a great season coming up from the boys team and the girls team. But we got Coach Chev and we got Tavares Deans right here. We'll see y'all later.
Peace.
Hey guys, I'm back with the wrestling crew.
What up?
What's up? So Vic, question for you. What weight class are you in?
I'm at 126.
How how long have you been wrestling, man?
For a pretty good minute. I wrestled since first grade, yeah. First, second, third, took a break, came back 6th grade. Now I'm a senior, so yeah.
Okay.
About 9 years.
9 years, dang.
Something like that, yeah.
So a question for the both of y'all. What do we achieve to hope? What do we hope to achieve?
What do we
this
achieve
season?
to hope?
Okay.
Man, look, it's been a rebuild process, and we're in it to win it, man. We've kind of turned up the heat, both literally and metaphorically, in our wrestling room, so as to try and just, make us more resilient, make us a little more tough, and, to get after it, man, like we say. So what we want to achieve is we want to definitely bring some kids to state this season. We haven't had a state qualifier in the last 2 seasons. Not only do we want to do that, we want to make sure we also take boys and girls to a state tournament, and we want to start competing on a district level again, like we used to in the 90s and early 2000s.
For my goal is to go to state, at least place for my senior year. But the main goal is to go to state.
He'll make it. He working hard.
Yep.
How excited are we to go against Ike?
It's pretty fun going against Ike. Last year we beat them by 10 points?
Yeah, it's a 10-point victory. It's the first time we beat them on the scoreboard in a decade.
I'm sure when we go in this year, if we got everybody eligible and stuff,
Yeah, if everybody handle their business, we'll go out there. Now this year is cool because back in the day, old people always say that, right? Back in the day, back in my day, we used to have wrestling duels even in junior high, 7th, 8th, 9th grade, all the way up through high school. We used to have inter-city duels against our rivals in front of the student body. So, they would let the student body buy a ticket to come in and watch, and not the stadium, but, the gym would be packed. And that was always something I remember about high school, especially, was we used to get to wrestle against Mac and Lawton High. I went to Ike, right? And we used to wrestle each other in front of each other's student bodies and just trade off every year. And We haven't done that in a real long time, and so this year we're bringing it back. So we got Eisenhower in front of the student body during 8th-hour class next Thursday, a week from today, man. December 7th, 2 p.m. Tickets are $2, man. $2. You got to have a ticket to get out of 8th-hour class. Come on, you know you want to get out of class. And then yeah. And come hang out, man, and see what these young men and women are working hard to achieve. Vic, what you think, man? What's going on in your mind right now? Today we opened the season against Altus. We talked about Ike, but today is Altus. What you thinking about right now, Vic?
We gonna win, you know.
Dubs?
Got to get 6 from the lower weights.
Bet.
Our heavyweights got to, lock in.
We just got to handle our business. And even if you got a rookie or a freshman in the lineup, which we do, we've got 3 or 4 starting freshmen this season, filling in some gaps for us. We've almost got a full lineup, man. It's been a long time since we had a full lineup, so we're getting there. And I think that's going to make a difference this evening, man. And I'm nervous. You nervous, Vic?
Not really. Just got to get the job done,
Okay, yeah. Talk your stuff then.
Handle yours.
I'm nervous.
You are?
Because I know what we're capable of doing, and I want it for the kids so bad because I know that starting off a year with a dual victory can give us all the confidence we need to get to the break. And, yeah, so I'm just nervous. I'm nervous for the kids because I know what they're capable of doing, and I hope that they know what they're capable of doing.
Backstage, Mr. E, what do you think that this team has last year that this team has this year that they didn't have last year?
So last year, even though we had a better season than 2 years ago, last year we had almost a full lineup. We were still lacking like 3 weights, Vic? And this year we're only lacking 1 weight. And so, there are 14 weight classes. And like basketball, if you don't have 5 on the team, period, you don't play, right? They're not going to play 3v5 in a basketball game, high school basketball game. Same with football. You're not going to get away with not having 11 on the field for down, right? Volleyball, what's the number in volleyball? 6. I mean, you're not going to play 5. You're going to have 6. But in wrestling, when you do a duel, you don't have to have a full team to go wrestle. And so what's happened, pretty much over the last decade is we haven't had every weight class filled. And so when you go against other teams, it doesn't matter if you win every match. Every time there's a weight that we don't have a wrestler at, that's a forfeit, and the other team gets points for that, right? And so I don't want to bore you with the details. The bottom line is to be able to staff a full team is everything. That way we're not just giving away free points. It's like showing up to a football game and you're already down 21-0. It's the same idea. Even tonight against Altus, we're going in down 6-0 because of 1 weight class we don't have. But last year, we would have been walking in 18-0. So to answer your question, we're getting there, man, and it's happening slowly but surely.
As your second year as head coach, what do you wish to accomplish?
It goes back to the question that John asked earlier. We're just trying to get some kids to state. That's the goal. That's how I will measure my coaching success with, number 1, making sure our seniors graduate high school, making sure we finish the season with an eligible group to compete at a district championship. And then ultimately I'm hoping that, we can take a few to state, boys and girls. I mean, we've got a couple girls that are getting after it in the room that are definitely good enough to make it. We've got a few guys in the room that are getting after it, ready to go. So I want it for Vic real bad. Vic's been real close to making the state tournament. Last year was real tough, man. 6A is no joke, man. And to be able to be with him pretty much his whole high school career and then to see him in his last season, I'm pretty excited.
So that was your podcast. Thank you, Mr. E and Vic, for being on our podcast today.
You're welcome.
And deuces.
Peace.